1220 KHTS. In their fun and informative way, Don and Gino are here to share their 34 combined years of real estate and finance experience. Don and Gino will also bring you the very best experts available to help guide you through the real estate, finance, tax, and credit topics you need to know that is truly relative to your home market and improving your financial wellness. Now, here are your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
Well, welcome back to the second half of the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. And happy holidays to you. We'd like you to kind of check out the vault and see how Shannon and the girls decorated it, our table and everything, by going to donandgino.com, DONANDGINO.com. You can listen, watch, and chat live with us. We do this live, so we make sure that you get the most up-to-date information about what's going on in the real estate and finance world today.
You know, we didn't talk about this earlier, Don, but one of my favorite live moments that we had, because we do the show live, is, I don't know if you remember, we've probably only been doing it for 3 or 4 months, and we actually had a small earthquake while we were doing the show. That was awesome.
Well, yeah, we just had Carl Goldman, owner, one of the owners, KHTS, on the show for the first hour. That was fun, learning about how he got into radio. I didn't know he was second generation. Him and Jerry are second generation. Both their parents were involved in radio, so they couldn't escape.
No, and it was really cool. I think we got a little bit of a history lesson, too, of how the radio industry's changed over the years and, you know, how technology has affected it. And we talked a little bit about how many mediums now radio is going over, because, as you mentioned earlier, at donandgino.com, we have the video going live, and you get to promote it through social media, and there's so many other channels
and all that.
now.
And he's like, we didn't have that.
Yeah, I messed with him a little bit. I said, well, where did you guys move the tapes on horse?
Yeah, they'd have to send the tape across country for syndication, meaning who knows when it actually get played. So he's like, it wasn't really timely.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. He says, well, even worse than horseback, it was the United States Postal Service.
Ow.
Hey, you know what? I do want to throw a shout out to Amazon for re-involving themselves with the United States Postal Service. I got some of their Sunday deliveries with the United States Postal Service through Amazon.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they just struck a huge contract with the United States Postal Service, so you're now receiving Amazon product on Sundays through the USPS.
Well, that's pretty cool. Well, today, of course, we had Carl on. That was really fun, just learning how involved they were in Los Angeles. It's funny that they were trying to get out of it. They only got into the radio biz because they knew it, so they tried to do it through part-time work while they're going through school and so forth. And they ended up getting sucked right back into it. And thankfully for us, because they've done a great job with KHTS, we enjoy working with Carl and Jerry, and our community's blessed because they're so involved in our community in multiple ways. I mean, you can't even, the list is too long to read off of all the different charitable events and causes that they're involved in, and we thank them for being so involved, and thank them for giving this opportunity now for 2.5 years to be part of your week every Thursday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m.
Yep. In fact, on the last thing we were talking about with Carl was about Habitat for Humanity and what they're doing in building 87 homes for veterans here locally in our town. So I think that's a fantastic thing, because Don and I are really passionate about our vets, always wanting to help. And, you know, we'll talk a little bit more about this right now, Pam. Oh, I gave it away. I gave it away.
Back by popular
rookie
demand.
mistake.
Yes, yes. I know, Carl's like, gosh, what are you new? And that was Gino Franti, everyone.
Hey, you know what? I got to create some of the bloopers too, man. I can't let you have all the spotlight.
That's true. I do create most of the bloopers because it is live. And we'd love you to join us live again in the vault here at Cherry Creek Mortgage. Our own custom-built studios now. And we brought back by popular demand Ms. Pam Ingram. Thanks for joining us again, Pam.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here.
So what do you think of the vault?
I love it.
It's cool, huh?
I mean, last time I was with you, it was definitely not in the vault, but this is wonderful.
Yeah, we
addition.
love having you part of it, and of
Thank
course
you.
in the vault, pretty intimate, huh? Now
Yeah,
got your own
it's very intimate.
little seat,
Yeah.
mic, and everything, and we love our vault, and we have how about Shannon handling the controls in the
Yeah.
background, and now we have 3 cameras now. We have Furman back there with AP Productions, making us all look good.
Oh, good.
So yeah, I know. Can you not zoom in so tight, Furman?
Right.
Give us a little distance.
No
That's
doubt
right.
about it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I told him he should use the Photoshop. Give me a little more hair.
You were
I've been
talking
sensitive
about the
that.
Habitat for Humanity that we built. Seroptimus is really involved with that program out here.
Okay, so they're also
And Carl's involved.
heavily.
Carl and
Yeah.
Jerry are involved with that.
Yes.
That program
And,
as
you
well.
know, and the reason that we wanted to include Pam in this discussion is because, like we were mentioning to Carl, that almost all the guests that we bring on our show, we ask them to fill out basically it's a questionnaire, an information sheet that helps us, know more about them and help us prepare to provide excellent topics and information to you. And one of the things is what are you involved in the community? And it's something that we're passionate about. We're involved in multiple community projects and whatever. And I don't want to say require it, but it is looked on heavily. Who gets chosen to be a guest is if they're involved in your community. And Pam, you're involved in quite a bit out here, and you always have been.
I always have been
And you've also been president of the chamber, right?
chairman of the board.
Chairman of the board, okay. And numerous projects, like you said,
Yes.
the Seroptimus, again, your resume too. But I love that because, being in mortgage, you're in real estate, and,
Yes.
and if you don't know Pam Ingram, you should, because she's absolutely one of the top real estate professionals in our valley. We're talking a RE/MAX Hall of Fame real estate agent, and just recognized by Top Agent Magazine as one of the top real estate agents. And we work with her. We can honestly say that Pam absolutely kills it. And what's nice is us being involved in our community. We actually survive off this community. I don't understand why more don't give back to the community that basically pays us.
I've never understood that because there's so many different ways you could get involved, whether you want to get your children involved, where you personally want to be involved. There is something at every age. There's something for everybody. If you have a passion for girls, if you have a passion for men, if you have a passion for the veterans, there are so many different things you could get involved in. There's no reason not to be involved in something.
Very, very true. Very well spoken too. So we'll talk about some of these projects and your involvement in the community, and of course, what's going on, what's happened in the real estate community in 2013, what's going to happen in the community in 2014 based on Pam's experience, and she's got a lot of it, just like I do. No, we're not talking age, just experience, right?
Right,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay. We always let you know what's going on in the community and stuff, and of course jobs. We give you an update. We were talking about last hour how the jobs, the people filing for unemployment, the trend was going down. It's gone down from over 400,000 a week down to close to 300,000. But we had a little blip last week.
A little blip, right? It's kind of like when you're watching the little.
More.
Yeah, you watch that little heart rate monitor on TV when beep beep beep. It was the spike for sure.
Yes. So we had a little spike, and we've been warning you. We're gonna have more of that. It's the trend that matters. So the trend is improving. Overall in the economy, which is nice.
It is, and one of the areas, because as certain sectors grow, as an economy is evolving and changing, sectors are going to be growing and sectors are going to be shrinking. One of the sectors that's going to be shrinking is the mortgage sector.
Yes, sir. A few layoffs going on, huh?
Significant layoffs, and this is like the third layer of layoffs. We just saw now that Everbank, which is not a very well-known bank, but it's a pretty large bank.
It's an online bank, basically.
No, Everbank's a pretty serious.
Yeah.
It's a pretty serious servicer. It's usually they don't advertise a lot, but there's somebody that ends up with owning a lot of mortgages, and they laid off 302 people. Wells Fargo's laying off another.
Thousands.
They've already laid off. Between the two of them, they've already laid off more than 10,000.
Wow. All right, so we're going to give you an update on what's going on in the community today and give you what you really want to know. What's going on in the real estate market? Is it a good time to buy? If you were frustrated about trying to buy before, maybe you should think again. We're going to get some great insight from Pam Ingram with RE/MAX of Valencia when we come back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHCS. You'll want to stay tuned.